Mark, 1000. I am super loud. Let me, things. Nope, that's fine. I will actually turn myself down today. Look at that. There we go. Now they're matched. Hello. Sorry about not being here Monday. I could not connect to Twitch. As in, according to my computer, Twitch did not exist. Could go anywhere else on the internet. Now it's loud. Could not get on Twitch. OBS couldn't connect. If I tried logging in on any of on my other thing, like, it just did not exist. So that's why I wasn't here Monday. I am here today, as always. Hope your time zone is going the way you want it to. It's very weird, but I'm back today, and we'll start the DLC, and we will play Control next. Probably, if I had to guess, we will probably start Control sometime Sunday. Probably no later than Monday. As is. And then after that, viewer suggestion 5. And then, what did I decide to play? I think I decided to play Per Aspera. Because there was nothing I was really interested in that's coming out. I know there are games coming out, obviously. There's nothing I'm particularly interested in. Hold on. Yeah. Which file do I want to save? Let's save. Yes. And then maybe we'll see what's available. Farthest Frontier, maybe. I'm gonna steal. There we go. Hopefully I didn't blow out your eardrums. But I have options. Oh, and the Wolverine game is supposed to come out this year as well. Maybe I'll do it this way. Hold on. I'm gonna move everything down one. Paste. And I'll say 2026. There we go. And we should be getting new DLC for Age of Wonders 4 before the end of summer. So we'll have more of that to play. So yeah, I mean, there are games coming out this year. I just don't know when or if they will actually come out. So we'll find stuff to play, I'm sure. Other than that, as always, today's broadcast is brought to you by viewers like you. So thank you very much for your support. Whatever form that support comes in, it is truly appreciated. I always encourage conversation. So feel free to talk about whatever you want, ask about whatever you want. Please just keep a few things in mind. 1, my focus is on the game, not the chat. 2, there is a 10-second delay on Twitch, 20 on YouTube, and 3, I tend to get distracted by anything and everything, especially if my lovely wife is involved. On top of all of that, no matter who you talk to, whether it be me or someone else, please keep it reasonable and respectful. We try to keep this a fun, relaxing place for people to hang out and be themselves. Alright, let's go ahead and switch. Hold on. Now I can breathe without feeling like something's tickling my nose. Okay. Hello, welcome back to our playthrough of Songs of Silence. Specifically, we're going to be focusing on the DLC. Last recording session, we finished up the main campaign, A Song of Light and Dark. Overall, again, we're probably most of the way through the game. I'll give my first thoughts at the very end of all of this. But again, for 30, well, hold on. How much is it going for currently? $30 game, I feel it's worth it. It is fun. I may have been a little harsh on the very last map. Again, if you throw a timer on a strategy map, I freak out. I think it definitely needs to be rebalanced or taken a look at. I played it, I did it, I did not particularly find it a particularly fun map. I found it more of a puzzle map than a RTS map. But I understand what they were going for, right? They wanted to emphasize how outclassed you were. I think a better way to have done that would to have been, is it map 3 or 4? 3, I think, where you're just sitting there and defending, right? I think a better way to have personally to have done the last map is essentially do the same thing, but make it so, like, the first attack you can repulse, the second one, get out of there, and do it that way, and then it's a little like. So, like, they expect you to have, like, nothing. Alright, we beat the first one. Oh, the second one's stronger. I've built up my economy. I fall back. I throw things in. Now I can repulse that attack. But the next one that comes in, oh, I need stronger units. Fall back. I think that would have been a better way to do it than just giving the AI such a powerful cheat. Another thing I personally would have done is I would have done it so that if you were playing on normal mode, you got 4 turns to prepare. If you were playing on hard, you got 2. And if you were playing on easy, you got 8. So you don't even get attacked for 4 turns on normal mode. Right? And they bounce around that concept. And obviously throw out an achievement for that concept as well. I was not a fan of the, hey, you gotta quickly get up your economy, and then immediately, oh no, we're not giving you time to get up your economy, deal with this. Like, then why tell me to get up my economy if I can't deal with it? I did not like that. I did not like that the AI was given such a huge cheat right off the bat. This is all the last map, by the way. I would have liked consistency. Like I said, at a certain point, I was like, oh, I'll try and hold the line here. No, I'm going to lose. I had a level 3 city and a level 3 fortress, and it took 3 turns. Fine. Retreated to a level 3 city, built the level before the siege ended. Built the level 3. I got out on turn 2. Level 3 fortress, level 3 city. Took 3 turns to build. They move into that fallback position, again, 3-3. Now I only have 1 turn, and I can't retreat. Why? Consistency. You can't change rules in the middle of a map and not have me complain about it. Okay? The other thing as far as consistency goes is if we remember the first 4 maps... Oh, wrong thing. Oh, no, that's fine. The first, I'll say at least 4 maps, I explored every part of the maps I could. But the first 4 maps, there were like areas that had like shiny bits, and I explored them, and nothing happened. And then, apparently, according to the internet, No. So for the first 4 maps, they're just shiny pieces of ground. And the last 4 maps, those are the side quests. Consistency. Either all the shiny bits are side quests, or none of the shiny bits are side quests, and they are found in other ways. You can't teach me, oh, the shiny bits are just pretty pieces of dirt. They're not anything. And then have that be something that's kind of major, right? The side quests. It's like, one or the other. Don't make things inconsistency. When designing a video game, you have to keep things consistent. You teach them the rules, you stick to those rules. If you're going to make an exception, you should make it very clear that you are changing a rule, why you're changing the rule, and how the rule is changed. Don't teach people, you can parry all red attacks. And they go through 90% of the game parrying red attacks. And then you get to the last boss, and all of a sudden, oh no, you cannot parry red attacks. You have to dodge them, and the blue attacks that you were dodging, now you have to... What? Right? Or even worse, oh no, only some of the red attacks on the final boss can be parried. What? Don't do that. Otherwise, fun game. Like I said, $30 game gets much more leeway. I think the artwork is, and again, I understand this is subjective. Subjective is the one that's up to interpretation, right? I never remember if it's subjective or objective, but like the subjective, well, hold on, let me look it up. Subjective is open to interpretation. Enter. Yes, subjective is based on personal opinions, feelings, and experiences. Objective is 2 plus 2 is 4. I don't care if you think 2 plus 2 is 5. 2 plus 2 is 4. Right? So subjectively, I think the artwork and the sound design and the music is absolutely amazing. Especially for what I would consider to be an indie company. Maybe AA at best, just on size and that sort of thing. They did a great job. As far as I'm aware, this is their first attempt at a game like this. Overall, they did a good job. I just have a few critiques as someone who has been playing RTSs for 30 plus years. Right? I'm trying to think. I will say the first computer game I played, computer game I played that was an RTS was, I'll say, 1993. 92. Maybe. I want to say I was 12 or 13. So yes, we're looking at 30 plus years of RTS playing. And I do mean that. There are very few... I need to say it this way, because I understand at this point in time, there are lots of indie games and that sort of thing that might follow an RTS formula. Can't speak today. But for a long time, their indie games really weren't a thing that I am aware of, I should say. But yes, all the Command & Conquers, all the Command & Conquer Red Alerts, all the StarCrafts, all the Warcrafts, all the Dune RTSs, all the Ashes of the Singularity, all the Total Annihilations, Age of Empires, Age of Empires Mythology. No, I think those are just called Age of Mythology. There's a lot of RTSs, so those are just my thoughts. We, by the way, are going to start the DLC, which is, you notice, much less, which is fine. It's an expansion. I know what I mean. Is the DLC. If I were to buy just the DLC, right? Again, full disclosure, and I understand where it's taking a while to get into the game. I kind of apologize, but not really. No. Oh, here it is. No, that's Light Eaters. Oh, see all 5 bundles. Here it is, Celestial Church. $13. Right. So, if you wanted to buy the base game and the DLC, $40. Seems reasonable. If you wanted to buy just the base game, $30. I bought, again, you know your budget. If you want to wait for it to go on sale, that is perfectly fine. I didn't have a choice. I had to buy it on sale. I prefer buying games full price if I can, especially if I'm going to stream them and give my thoughts on them. But this was on sale. I bought everything for $40. That includes all the DLC, the main game, that sort of thing. So definitely worth that price. I feel like the game is worth $30. We've gotten 15 hours out of the game. Again, I generally, especially non-AAA games, I'll give much more leeway to. But if I can play, if it comes out to about, personally, oh, it's a $30 game, I played for about 15 hours. 30 divided by 15 is I paid about $2 an hour. I have to pay $20 to go see a movie nowadays, where I live. Assuming I'm not trying to get, like, I'm going to a super early thing, or that sort of thing. But, like, base price before discounts is $20. So, yeah, 13 hours versus 10 hours, $10 per hour. I feel paying $2 an hour for a video game is you pretty much gotten your money's worth. But that is me personally. You may adjust that to what you prefer as standards. So again, sorry, we're doing the DLC, A Gift for the Faithless. We will be playing as the Celestial Church. I don't know. As the kingdoms of Sinon waver beneath the spreading silence of the Crusades' advance, the Celestial Church upholds order with an iron grip, following the trail of heretic prophets. Oh, an Inquisitor soon finds himself on the other side of the hunt. I suspect, story-wise, he, at the very end, is going to meet Lorelei. And she's gonna be like, I'm not a prophet, what are you talking about? You can shut down the silence, right? Yeah, because made a deal with a god. Which, again, I understand we're going on a 13-minute mark here. Story-wise, mostly well done. I don't exactly agree with the ending, but that is me. I would have done it differently. So, but anyways, play. We'll start The Witch. A decade has passed since New Erengard braved the Crusade. Yet silence still spreads and purgatory has become a common sight in every kingdom. As faith falters, the Celestial Church sends Inquisitors across Sinon to reclaim control over kings and commoners. One such Inquisitor arrives in Gravina, tasked with restoring faith by force. So let's go ahead and start. Okay. Pause there for a minute, I was worried. Still need my tea.
Gravina welcomes the Celestial Church's procession under brooding skies, an ill omen for the desolate realm. They come to aid King Boralan restore order, after Alaric the Conqueror left the realm in ruins with his conquest. But it is futile, for heresy spreads swiftly among the people, and kings forsake their faith and vows even swifter.
Only silence and scorched farmland for a day's flight. What a wretched place. I hope Haven has arrived safely by now. Best I meet this sorry excuse of a king quickly.
Right. So the procession. As an Inquisitor... So this is going to play differently. As an Inquisitor of El Capital, the procession, this army builds one of St. Ida's 4 sacred reliquaries, unlocking special options in combat and on the strategy map. Protected at all costs. If the procession is defeated, you lose the map. So this is a nomad faction. And, nope, right click. Okay, interesting. Adds defensive means to your army and spawns a temporary Exarchist unit to aid your army at battle start. Starborn Cavalry Believer. Canonists, which is your basic Starborn ranged attacker, I guess. And Avowed, which is also ranged. Alright, hold on. So this has Enfeeble. That's really good. So movement half and power reduced by 2. Banish 1. But it's super slow to attack. Okay, can ignore some damage, has an AoE, and range 2. These guys, Preacher, generates 2 additional non-declining faith income per turn. If stationed on a faithful location, reduces faith decline by 1. Does not stack with other faith declining effects. Does not make locations faithful on its own. So we have a faith mechanic. Banish. Swift attack. So this attacks super fast. This attacks super slow, but also causes slow. Does this do anything? Siege, accurate, scout. Ooh, scout 3. Nice. Fly, annihilate, ward. All right, and our main hero. Let's see, siege. Dread, Line Breaker, Unwavering, Taunt. Every 8 seconds, the unit attempts to taunt nearby enemies with a 100% chance. Interesting. Fly, Annihilate, Armor, Trample, Believer. So only believers. So as long as they have Believer in it, we like it. Okay, doesn't matter. It's infantry or cavalry. This is a close panel. He's got Illuminate Inferno, Illumine Inferno, and Fly, and that's it. So what is this? Unleashes an Inferno of Celestial Fire in the target area and even inside a pull to its middle. And receive, it's a damage over time. Interesting. Okay. Let's head in this direction, because we can't go anywhere else. I'll throw down a bookmark. Save. Attack.
Turn away, fiend!
Am I the fiend here? Pause. So, yeah, you're a Hawkmeister. He is a Cultenborn. A High Inquisitor, sworn to the Celestial Gods. This enforcer is charged with eradicating heresy and restoring the Celestial Church's authority wherever he is sent to. Cool. Whoa! That's what got summoned? Trample, Ward, Annihilate, Vanish, Restoration. Aw, interesting. Yeah, I don't like that the unit split up. We're going to suck them all in. And we'll let the flying units do their thing. Yep, that's fine. We're gonna fly over here. Out. And dead. Oh, not quite. Now it's dead. Where are you going? I don't think we lost anything. A harsh voice orders the confused soldiers back within the fort. From the gates, a man appears and drops to his knees before the procession. So we got faith, money, experience. A dire mistake has been made. The overworked night watch mistook them for brigands of these troubled lands. High Inquisitor Renfried, is that who I am? Is awaited by the king himself.
Your Eminence, we did not expect your arrival so soon. A great mistake. We mistook you for Alaric's forces. Of course, we'll notify the king right away.
Yes, go. Warn the king.
Okay. Can't rebuild. Yeah. We don't have a healer unit. That could be a problem. Because I can't do anything with this, so we'll head in this direction. We'll go talk to the king.
The Inquisitor finds king and court on their best behavior, their obedient smiles polished to perfection. No sooner has he entered the throne room than they urge him to join a banquet. Renfried can smell the fear. In Sonan, no throne dares defy the Celestial Church's envoy. All kings know the Church's hidden watchers observe their every move, and an Inquisitor never comes without reason.
Okay.
Ravener is at your humble service, Your Eminence. I'm sure your reports will quickly prove to be mistaken.
They rarely are. So you will understand that I go about my work before more of these heretics take root.
Of course, Your Eminence. The Celestial Church has free access to our realm, or what is left of it. Alaric and the Silence took everything.
10 years later.
Our spies have marked all locations that demand our attention.
Alright. The Celestial Church exists to uphold unwavering faith in the celestial gods throughout Sonan. Faithful locations build a golden glowing eye. They provide you with faith income each turn. That's not ominous at all. And in contrast, locations branded with the red mark of Ezra have become heretic. Forsaking the Celestials, send Renfried to cleanse these sites of heretics and restore their faith. We need a turn or two to heal. Oh, we can get more units. Oh, they cost faith. Interesting. Esquires. Armor, block, pierce, taunt. Avowed. Right, these are these guys. Hide. So if I leave... What's this do? Oh, that's that. If I leave them here, they'll help increase the faith. Maybe. Illumined Archers. Ranged Weapon Master. Ooh, really good. And I like Restoration. Unwavering. Okay. Well, I think for now... What? Hold on. Why can't I... So I have to play it here and then move it... Excuse me? They don't... They can't recruit new units? What the hell? They can go to reserve. Very weird. Alright, I'm going to keep them in reserve and go north.
A Skirillith feather. Avin has been here.
Who's Avin?
Then she is alive at least, wherever that troublesome squire is.
Okay. Hey, Jesus. Alright, back to here to heal. No. Very weird. I don't like that I can't apparently recruit new units. Alright. Right, so there's gonna be a whole thing here. So let's just poke our nose into this heretic location.
The spies' reports soon proved to be true. The high tower, once raised in honor of the gods, now stands silent. The celestial sigil that crowned it has been torn away. The church's judgment is clear. To lay a hand on its temples or priest is punishable by death and the burning mark of Ezra for all conspirators.
We cannot let this go unpunished. Ishield, herd the villagers together. We need to purge this location.
Gladly, Scorchlane.
Oh, talks. Found on own location, 30 gold from purge. It adds plus 8 faith per income per turn. Location removes the heretic effect.
Where have the Celestials been when the Silence took our fields?
We are not praying to the gods who abandoned us.
Okay. Yeah, he runs in, they do their thing. Down here, we'll suck in as much in as we can. I'll put all the flies on top of the catapult. Great. The faithful shall triumph. Oh, I think we leveled up. Yay.
Mercy, Inquisitor!
Tried to kill us. How do
I'm
you...
afraid you should have thought about that before attacking our priests.
The villagers are no match for the procession and the celestial beast in its ranks. The priests take up their quills and sear every last one of them with the mark of Ezra. The marks will not fade, and the wounds will not heal. They will remind the marked of their divine allegiance for the rest of their lives.
I mean, damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? Save. Bookmark 1. Level him up. What are our choices? So, upgrade, purge. Oh, whoa, wow. Okay. That feels good. Authority. Plant a friendly unit. Grant +1 defense power and immunity against fear. Nearby enemies abandon their current target and switch to attack. Oh, so it's a taunt. Send a flock of birds from the hero into the target area that remains for 4 seconds. Ooh. More. I want that, but getting this maxed out feels like it's super important. Sort of thing. And are they gonna heal? No healing. Okay. I mean, wait. Okay. Okay. So they can't pull in directly. I am going to take a civilian. We're gonna head back here to turn in the gold. good. And get a heal. End turn. How much to 34? So if I wait a turn, no. Oh! Well, that sucks. I mean, I guess some there? So does that mean I can't build? You're gonna give me toys. Let me play with the damn toys. Okay. Interesting. Back we go. Build up. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Build up. Very. Alright. I'll play another one before I go. Oh! It can stack. Interesting. So you want to play it twice in a row at least. Oh, and it slowly closes. Okay.
Curse the king! We won't cooperate with the likes of you.
No targets in range. Okay. Yep, big boy. We'll Inferno all of these guys. And that's gonna do damage. What if, yeah, that pretty much ended it. Okay.
It's time to leave a few priests and a confession tower behind. Otherwise, these fools will rise again the minute we turn our backs.
Okay, so the faith income from a location decreases by 2 at the start of each turn. When a location faith reaches 0, it reverts to heretic, losing all income and recruitment options. God. Watch the eye symbol on the location. The more it closes, the closer the location is to becoming heretic. Can slow down faith decay and prevent locations from dropping below 1 faith by placing confession tower on the location. Alright, hide. So, play that, and then build the tower. So now it can't go below 1. Okay. So now that we have that... Oh, also, it also gives... can't even finish 1 per turn. Also adds +1 supply and storage. So we're going to want to up that. So that doesn't have a tower. So we actually need to go back and give it a tower. That's why. Alright, back this way. And turn. Is now almost unfaithful. Power, and now, okay, so now it can't go below 1. 200. That is never happening. hold on. Let me make sure it won't let me build up. It's not our duty to build. Okay. This way. Oh, I know why it couldn't be in there. I'm an idiot. He can only hold 4 units. And then he needed to level up to be able to hold 5. That's why. Can't do anything there. Not gonna go into the silence. Is this something? No. Is this something? Nope. Is that something? Nope. Or at least not yet.
The people here appear strangely well fed, a jarring sight in lands where hunger gnaws at all. It doesn't take long to see they've plundered the nearby temple. Yet when the priests confiscate the stolen temple treasures, the crowd is strangely prepared. Swiftly they form a ring around them, weapons raised.
Okay.
Take down his beast!
Now is our chance!
No. Not.
Sir Rainfried, I'm here to aid you.
Oh. Right click. Oh! Straight up Inquisitor. Okay, what abilities do the Inquisitor get? Well, let's see. Confession Tower, Purge, Wings of Rock. Oh, so she's a Hawkmeister? Okay, no, it says Flamebringer. Charm. Target enemies stop moving and attacking for 5 seconds. There's a chance of 20% for charmed non-hero beasts to leave the battlefield and join your army after the battlefield. Non-hero. So if they're a beast, non-hero beast. If they're not a hero and they're a beast, I might be able to get them. Alright, and she... Scout 3. Nice. Knight. Banding Knight and Cavalry. So she loves Knights and Cavalry. Unwavering. Fly. Pierce. Armor. Devastating Charge. Trample 2. And that's it. Alright, so she doesn't provide... Well, she's got the banding, right? So Knights and Cavalry she loves. She wants at least 3 of them. And she's also got this thing for charming beasts. It's weird she doesn't get, like, a Beastmaster thing, then. Alright. Break the siege. I'm gonna charm this. If nothing else, they stop attacking. That's the big thing. Like, just stunning them for 5 seconds reduces a ton. And I think she's the only one with fly. Ton of incoming damage. No voiceover? Alright. I heard it Scarlets slices through the sky, diving on the crowd like hunters. The red-headed girl, oh, I do love a redhead, rides the largest of them, inelegant and untrained. Renfried frowns at his squire's clumsy display and senses Ishield's judgment as the celestial bares her teeth at the girl's Scarlet. The plot reminds her that his squire's worth lies beyond sword skill.
Avin, so you are not dead. Do you have another excuse for being late?
It was wise of you to send me here ahead of the procession. Gravina's people rebel against the church, and I fear someone riled them up against us.
Quick to report, the squire briefs the Inquisitor of the strange rumors spreading. Whispers tell of prophets calling themselves gifted, said to be touched by the hymn itself. Gravina's starving people worship them, desperate for every promise the false prophets make.
Okay.
Go on collecting intel then, yet tread carefully, Squire.
Yes, Sir Rainfried. Eye sharp, ears open. Trying not to tumble off the bird. I know the drill.
Okay, so... Oh, go to him. Oh, wait, there's more. Okay, so it's not letting me do anything.
We should head back to the capital and confront Borolam with our findings.
Okay, can I control him now? Nope. There we go. This. That. And head back in this direction, and you go in this direction. End turn. Two armies. Well. You go here.
We are sorry, Your Eminence, but we have our orders.
Yeah, you're all dead. Talking about. Yeah, they don't. Let me read this again. Are pulled to its middle. That is definitely not oh, there it goes. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna speed things up here. Right, and you're slamming into this one. Oh, you can't. Not this turn. End turn. Uh-oh. Interesting. This. Play that. Already built. You can take a turn to heal. We've got 4/4. Starborn Cavalry Believer. Celestial Beast Guardian. So, here's the thing. She likes cavalry. Right? Yeah. Perk at... Oh. Thought you liked cavalry. The unit gains +1 power for every... Oh, is that just her? Yes. Okay. Yeah, Beast Guardian. Oh, hold on. What's Restoration 3? Heals the units by up to heals this unit by up to 35% of its HP at turn start. Additionally, in battle, combatants of this unit have 50% chance to regenerate 2 health every you got a 50-50 chance to gain 2 health every 10 seconds. I mean, I guess that's good. Okay.
Don't let them escape!
Yeah, you're screwed. Again, just gonna speed things up. Pause. They're all dead. Great. And now we move on to the main course. Not a problem. Stars above, witness her glory. Oh, did you level up again? Not quite. Alright. We go here. I mean... might as well.
With oily courtesy, the king masks his surprise at the Inquisitor's return. Instead, he feigns shock that the church's reports were true. Gravina's temples plundered, priests driven out, and the people riled against the church, the king is quick to come up with an excuse. Alaric is boycotting the kingdom from the south.
That's a lie.
And now you expect me to conquer back Alaric's lands for you? What a pathetic move.
Indeed. Still, if you wish to claim the people's faith...
That's very far south.
perhaps it is time you answer their prayers and save them from the terrors Alaric left behind.
The king has sent you south to reclaim... oh. Claim the lands of Gravina lost to Alaric the Conqueror. Your mission is built on faith. To take the ruling city of southern Gravina, you must restore the people's loyalty to Orlan and the celestial gods first. Purge heretical locations to earn faith to them. Protect them from becoming heretic again. To add in confession towers if you need more faith for your campaign. Upgrade your locations to raise the capacity to store faith. Understood. Yeah. So can't do it. Wait, so how do I get south? Right, I assume I can't do anything there. Bookmark 2? Right? Yeah, you can't read while it's located in sound. Alright, so I guess I just head south.
I should wait for Rainfried before wandering into enemy territory.
Turn. Renfried next.
What is it, a shield? Why are we stopping?
Birds, Scorchling, from the west. And it looks like they carry word from the spies. And I feel something stirring, Scorchling. Beware.
Interesting.
Indeed, one of the gifted has been seen. We must hurry before they escape.
Wait, what? Do I have a twofer here? What are we doing? Oh, so he goes west and you go...
I should wait for Rainfried before wandering into enemy territory.
Alright, I guess we're just headed west. You park your ass there. And you're headed this way. Do-do-do-do.
A village on the verge of being swallowed by the spreading silence. But as the procession draws near, a man appears in front of the village gates. Renfried's soldiers gasp around him. A third eye gleams from the man's forehead. So the legends are true. One of the fabled gifted. He narrows his eyes and takes a protective stance, ready to fight.
Okay.
A prophet of the gifted are you, turning people against the church.
I only warn you once. Take your misguided priests and leave this place.
Seize him.
Oh, okay. They are destined to lose. I mean, it feels kind of mean, but... Alright, get everyone down here. Speed things up. Wow, kill the Exorcist. Are we supposed to lose? We're not doing any damage. Okay, there we go. Is that supposed to happen? Oh, no.
For
Okay.
as long as the church stood, the reliquaries remained. The first is lost today, and with it, a part of the people's trust. While the fate of the Inquisitor and his squire remains unknown, it is said that Ishield, the Celestial, has returned to the skies, turning her back on humans for good.
Okay. Bit weird. Okay. So you're coming too. You're a sacrificial pawn, apparently. Sucks to be you, my friend. Alright, end turn. Save. Bookmark. You first.
I should wait for Rainfried before wandering into enemy territory.
Okay. I can't win with this. We know I can't win with this. I just tried it and lost horribly. Alright, can I go? Hold on. Am I supposed to get Am I supposed to get levels first?
We must hurry before they escape.
No. Okay. I'm confused here. What am I supposed to do? Alright, let's go back and heal then. Yeah, 5 of 5. Are there any units I want avowed? I think... Put you... Here, we'll put... No, we'll put you in reserve. Maybe double up on avowed? Maybe that's what we do? Well, archers would be nice. Heal. Heal. See. 80 there. Oh, that's 100. $80 there. Okay, there we go. Fully healed. change things out. Let me throw down a bookmark. End turn. We know this.
A village on the verge of being...
A prophet of the gifted are you?
We skip this. We attack. Do the damage here. So he's taking damage. Okay. Yeah, we're doing much better. At least we're doing damage. There we go. Woo! That was rough. And we gotta level up.
The three-eyed man crashes to the ground, not pleading for mercy, but glaring defiantly at the celestial bird pinning him down. Ishield snaps to strike, but the Inquisitor holds her back, though barely. He needs the man alive if he is to question him, yet he feels the Celestial's fury boiling beneath her feathers.
Speak. How did you obtain these powers, heretic?
I surely have not been enlightened by your gods. This gift only the witch may grant, blinded fools.
Silence, miserable creature. No mortal has to have such powers.
He is dead, a shield. That was entirely unnecessary.
Alright. Throw this down. Throw this down. Save. Mark 1. Level him up. So our choices are upgrade the Inferno, which it lasts longer. Authority, which is, yeah, turn a unit into a taunt. Illuming Flight, because of the move and attack 70% slower. And now we can hold another unit. So we can pull you out of range, heal. Heal. Question. Hold on. You're at supply 3. Okay. This way, end turn. There we go. I think we need 80. No, 100 for that one.
You look pale, Avin. Did the bird give you a rough time again?
Ishield? No, she hates me as much as always. It is these gifted people. Is it true they appeared to be enlightened?
Their enlightenment has nothing to do with our gods. Beware of them, Avin. They are dangerous, not only in battle, but to the church too.
Alright, one more turn, I think. Do I want? Love... Well, he doesn't give anything. Well, he just cares about celestial units, right? Yeah. believers gain +2. The esquires don't get a +2. The avowed do. And the archers do not. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how you get these guys, so whatever. Okay. Alright. Now we should be able to head south? Yeah, now we can head south.
Those must be Alaric's troops.
Mostly deserters and opportunists. They're all putting their faith in the Conqueror to unite the shambles of the Thousand Kingdoms.
By force. As if the world didn't have enough problems already.
There's the fascist
That's the
regime.
thing, Avon. No one can stop Alaric now. Silence and hunger make it only easier for him. Come on now. These are only his remnants. We can handle this.
Well, yeah, should be able to handle that.
The church dares to take a stance against Alaric?
If Alaric lets heresy run wild in his lands, then yes, we dare to interfere.
It is hardly a secret that the heretics should be the least of your troubles.
That implies a few things. Ooh, okay. Pause. For them. Damage this crew. And that's it. Oh yeah, okay, did it. And then they can help the middle. There we go. We got the top flank, and then they can help the middle, and that just leaves the leader. Okay. Ooh, ton of experience. Alright. Purge. Build. 6 of... Oh, we're going all the way to here! He says. Okay. 3. But that's in silence, so I can't do anything about that. Go this way. 4. She needs the levels. Ooh, let's see if we can deal with this. Oh, okay, just the garrison. Beat things up. And the top of them. Stun the ranged. Land on top of the ranged. There we go. Okay. Take this, pay for this. Let you sit. Right? Hold on, let me bookmark. I'm assuming I can't do anything over here.
Who goes there? Your Eminence, we beg your forgiveness. We ask you sincerely to turn back. There is nothing but silence from this point onward.
Yeah, so that's just a thing. End turn. Yeah, I knew that was gonna
An
happen.
inquisitor and his dogs? Has the church lowered itself to help that desperate King Borelon?
actually might have issues here. Hold on. Onto this back row. Onto this back row. Charm these guys. Speed things up. Okay. Oh, we're gonna lose. Wow. Okay, what happens if she dies? Alright, she did level up. That's not fair.
More of those sighs, Avin, and a shield will have your head. Now, what's troubling you?
Sir, I know it is stupid, but I found pale berries in the forest. They say they let you speak with the gods in dreams.
And what do you think the gods should tell us, Squire?
How to give people hope. How to stop the silence and these gifted.
Listen, Squire. You and me. We are not seers or priests. We follow orders. If the gods had answers, they would have given them to the council long ago.
5-1, they did, and the council went, no, we'd lose our power, so, you know. Alright, don't know how that happened. So, we'll take that fight. Not sure who to put where. Alright, hold on. Pause. I guess they get the birds, they get the fire? Again, don't know how it happened. Let's start building up a garrison here, I guess. Hold on. Well, yeah, no, we'll play you again. Now what do you... Ooh, wow, that's actually not bad. And she leveled up. Let's see what her ability she gets. Let me throw down a bookmark. So, Confession Tower from 1 to 2. Reduces gold costs. Moves the Hereditary effects plus Faith Decay from -2 to... Wait. So it just reduces the cost. Well, versus... Protection, immune to damage, negative morale, and fair for 6 seconds. What does she have? I'll give her protection, and then if the next time she levels up, how many units do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 4 to 1 we can handle. Let's give her some vengeance. Hold on. Oh, shit. Pause. Play that on our hero, please. Ah, alright. Pause. Hold on. Protect my guys. Now. There we go. Hey! And we got a Perzo. Interesting. Do. Huh? We're gonna keep you there. I want her to do the exploring because she's a level or two behind. Alright, take this back. Ooh. Great. In unrest. Alright, wait a turn.
Don't slip off my back like some novice, Scorchling.
As if I would fall asleep.
You're spooked by the gifted. Is that what's been stealing your sleep?
I am touched. Are you concerned about my health?
Just don't look so miserable. We can't afford to seem delicate.
Don't worry, Ashield. Nobody's mistaking you for delicate.
I will wait one more turn. Use some Avowed. That's a much better spread. You can stay there to defend. Here. What's this?
This fortress belonged to Borrelin not too long ago. Something hangs in the air. Stay vigilant.
Okay. Save. In you go.
The fortress looms dark and silent atop the mountain. Yet no one comes to greet them. It has been abandoned, though not long, judging by the scattered belongings left in haste. The Inquisitor studies the traces. These are not the remains of soldiers. Jars and vials have been left behind, along with piles of books on all kinds of heretical subjects.
It reeks of them. Those three-eyed.
Are you sure of it?
Am I ever wrong about the smell of mortal, Scorchling?
So Borrelin housed some gifted guests. Interesting, but not surprising. I would not trust this king even if my life depended on it.
Right. Hold on. Get him in there. Okay, can't do anything there. End turn. Six versus 6. Let's go to the attack here. Yep. Pause. We'll affect the... I probably should have affected these ranged. So we'll slow down these ranged, burn these ranged. They're doing their thing. Yep. Okay. Oh yeah, we got this. Yo. Hey. So we're up to 4. Nice. Mark 1. Level up. Our choices are Heavenly Wrath. That's a stun. Authority. And now it's free. Well, let's upgrade that then. Now we can hold another unit. Oh, nope. Hold on. Well, hold on. You get this. You get this. Alright. You are headed in this direction. Oh, you should be able to get that. Yeah, let's protect our hero. Oh, I should probably did it on these guys, huh? Wings of Wrath down here. The Flyers up here. Charm this back line, maybe. Ooh. Pause. Protect our units so they don't take damage for 6 seconds. Yeah. Ooh, we actually have to wait a turn. Right click. Great. Can upgrade. Can upgrade. I think it was just gold. Can't upgrade you. You're maxed. Maybe this back line I'll upgrade. I don't want to upgrade Gravina. I feel like I'm going to end up counterattacking Gravina or something. So. How you doing? Okay. Okay, so that's a siege. How you doing? Versus... We can probably take that. Let's see who lands where. Actually, here's what I'll do. I'll wait a little. Oh. We'll play this as an emergency. Don't know if they count as beast units. Doesn't matter, they're dead. Alright. Almost to level 3.
Your Eminence, we found something while searching the village.
The priest hesitantly presents the Inquisitor with the statue they have found. A simple stone figure of Saint Ida, known for once opening the eyes of the first starborn through the Celestial's will. The statue has been defiled, a painted eye smeared across its forehead. At its feet lies an abundance of flowers and fruits, offerings left in devotion.
The villagers have been questioned, Your Eminence.
I assume you have a name?
We have. Aside from that, their knowledge seems limited to crude folklore. Their offerings, they say, are for the witch.
The witch? We've heard that name before.
We have? Maybe you have. Alright, yeah, have enough to do these. So this is add 2 movement points to the army. That's actually really good. You can stay for defense. And we'll actually grab this for the future. Enter. Any upgrades? What do you take to upgrade? 80. More building materials. More building materials. 100 but plus 2. Okay. Go ahead and run the attack here. Ooh, yeah, those line breakers. We'll burn this whole back line here. And we'll burn these cavalry in the back. Yeah, that was the right thing to do. Yeah, I'm saying bird and burn. You can do that for free, and that's really cheap for him. So that's 10. How you doing? Close. Well, here. Do that. Should be able to take that. Okay. Yeah. Oh! Lot of charging. Let's protect our birds. Rack this back line. From this top line. We got something. Go. Make sure we get them again. Looks like we're going to lose a ranged unit. We need help in the back. Hold on. Yeah, protect what you can. We're getting pushed around. Wow. Have I been perfectly countered? Hold on. Wow. Oh, okay. Yeah. Poor girl's getting her butt. What? Well, they're dead now. Yeah, not a problem. I'm guessing I need to do this attack first. Hold on. We'll get that entire top flank with our bird friends. And we'll get this bottom flank with fire. Excuse me. So 5 is the cap. Save. On this, obviously the Inquisition in the building, and then level up. So at 5. I don't care about the duration. The stun could be useful. Heavenly Wrath for the stuff. Follow her back. Poor girl. Head up here. I upgrade that. That's just gold. So if we only need 12... then this must be it. So there's stuff to explore down here. Uh-oh. Okay. She's gonna defend this. Oh, he gets Jaegers. But they're not believers. Jaegers might actually be good. Canonist. Ranged. Oh! Alright. Canonist, fragile priest with swift range attacks with like 3 enemy wards. Yeah! Preacher's nice. 1, 2, 3. He cares about cavalry. How is this worded again? 2 additional non-declining faith if stationed on a faithful location. Used by 1 does not stack with it, does not make locations faithful. I'm gonna put 1 here. He can have the movement. I'm gonna wait a turn. 9 should handle 6, and she'll get some cheap experience. We're gonna upgrade you. Right-click you. Give you Avowed and another one of these. And I guess, technically, you go here? So you're about to be under siege. You're fully healed and can handle anything going your way. So you can head... Oh, it's in the silence, though.
The forest they reach is lost to silence, yet no map shows this, and no villager had spoken of it. The change must have come only recently. Then a man steps out of the forest. A third eye gleams brightly on his forehead. A gifted. The priests raise their weapons at once. They remember all too well the power of their kind.
Okay.
The Inquisition is at our heels, just as she told us. I was supposed to avoid you. Guess it cannot be helped now. Our work here is too important to be interrupted by the likes of you.
Oh, Okay, did not mean to do that. Oh. We'll slow down the back line. We'll set the back line on fire, and we'll stun everyone in there. Alright, we got this. I was gonna say, dude's being pounded. Just some faith.
The priests are humbled as light drains from the dead man's body, soaking into the soil and then dissolving the fresh silence all around his corpse. Could he have returned what he took? Is this how the gifted draw their power, draining the hymn like a living purgatory? If true, it's a dangerous revelation.
Oh, I hope not. Yeah, so I can't do anything there. Okay. They're about to be under siege. That's actually fine. End turn. No siege. Okay, well, at least I got the garrison to help. Here. We'll heal these guys. Get our main character on top of the catapult. From the top cavalry. Maybe? Is she not doing damage to the catapult? There we go. Very weird. Alright, we got this. He took a lot of damage, though. Ton of experience. Yeah, we're gonna keep her there. Son of a bitch! Pause. Hold on. Alright, hold on. Wait. Protect our main hero. Interrupt that cavalry. Try and charm all of these? Like I said, if nothing else, we get a stun out of it, and that feels good. There we go. Try to break this lower cavalry. Alright, we got this. And on top of the hero. Protect our units then. I think they did the same thing. There we go. Oh, it healed. Interesting. It must have regen. Yeah, I hope that wasn't wasted. Because that feels like an obvious oversight. 2 level ups. Very nice. So, upgrade the wings. Try to air with 5 power and rushing them away. You know what? One of these, I'll grab the bird. Upgrade again. I will grab the protection upgrade. Nice. All right. So 7. We'll let them sit there and heal. And I guess that a thing? No. Is that a thing? That's a thing. Oh, I probably should have healed, huh? Burn all of these guys. Burn all of these guys. Stun the catapult. And put our flying units on top of the catapults. There we go. Alright, we got this. Yeah, he doesn't get anything out of it. I mean, I guess gold never hurts. Wait. Okay. Back that way, I guess. Yeah, I need a fully healed army to deal with that. Upgrades. We got gold. Okay, that's gold and building material. Okay. I feel like we're walking into a trap then. Oh, interesting. Starborn rogues. Cavalry. Random Concorda here. Jaegers count as Concorda. Interesting. Okay, what we're gonna do... Move you here. Nope. Misclicked. Alright, end turn. You go in here. You go in there. Right. That's 7. 1. I think you go in the back line. I think it's better to have 3 of these. And a whole bunch of... There we go. I think that's a better spread for him. You're maxed. What's your supply? Oof. Alright. This is gonna be weird. You're maxed. End turn. In here for a really big heal. 3, 3. You're just gold? You're just gold. You're gold and building materials. Alright. That's good enough. You're going this way. Down here. Yep, there's a double attack. Oh, actual weight. Just so we don't get in the way of it. Gold, gold. I think your supplies? Only +1, but every little bit helps. And turn. They've scattered. Interesting. Alright, you attack this. We'll slow down the top archers. We'll burn this unit here. And we'll try and stun this cavalry that's in our back line. Get the birds on top of them. There we go. So we're dealing with them. That's fine. It should be just a cleanup process from here on in. Yep. Okay. You slam into this army. Hold on to protection. I want to see... Oh boy. They need to be protected because they're taking a beating. Slow down the back line. And then get all the birds here. Alright, at least stun them. Yeah! She gives the bonus to cavalry? Okay, she's doing better. Okay. There we go. Like, for some reason, her cavalry unit takes so much damage compared to his. And I don't know why that is. Nope. Alright. I think I can take it with what I have. Oh, yes. Okay. That's a talkie thing, I think? Alright. Siege. Yeah. I think I slow down the big hogger. And we burn the center. And I'm gonna try to stun the hogger as well. Yeah, that was the right decision. Okay. In position.
We hold the south, and the people's faith is ours. Now is a good chance to strike against Alaric's Pawn King.
I mean, that is the goal. Alright. Ooh, supply 2. Very nice. These are the preachers and Jaegers. Oh. Alright, here. We'll start building out the center. For garrison, Jaegers are good. I guess... Range, ward, swift attack. You know what? I don't notice a big enough difference. Honestly. in the attack speeds.
Halt! I am no enemy. Indeed, I record your deeds in these lands with great interest so far.
A cloaked figure sits atop a curiously wriggling construct pot, an erudite, and an eyeless one. The Celestial Church stands opposed to the knowledge-hoarding scholars, and this individual bears the mark of Ezra on his forehead, showing it openly, even when caution would suggest otherwise.
Interesting.
You are also not a friend.
There is no use in denying that. Allow me to record the events as they unfold. I am curious to see how she will fare with the likes of you.
Okay. She can get there. I mean, even with her as severely weakened as she... Oh. Protect our backline units then. Yeah. We'll bird those guys. We'll rat these guys. We'll stun these guys. And we'll get the flyers on that back line. Yep, speed things up. More protection. More slow. Okay. Almost! Ah, okay. Can't do anything with it? Alright. Interesting. I guess we take the time to heal. Okay, very weak garrison, so we can take it with what we have. So let's just slam into it.
Alaric himself is long gone further south, yet his puppet king remains holding the city and its surroundings in an iron grip. Every coin, every newborn bull is sent to the conqueror's war efforts. It was easy to sway the people back to Borelan. Now only the southern capital needs to be taken. Ah, so Borelan claims we let heretics fester in our lands. And now you show up at our door. That man has fooled you, if you believe him.
I don't believe him.
We are aware of the ploys of our dear king. That does not change the fact that we need your city back to regain control.
Oh, we are halfway, so if you're watching on Twitch... You know what? I'll skip the... Alright, Siege Engine 2. You can head back there. Great. I'm actually going to have her head back in this direction. You're... fine. Here. Right click. Yeah, I just... These should have healing as well. Again, not going to do the capital. If we are counterattacked, this is gold. If they're both just gold. Right, if there's a whole section about taking all of this back, then I'm gonna build up down here. Sort of thing. Alright. Let's, I think, end this map. Possibly. And who is going where? Actually, let's protect the back line. Got a nice big burn right here. And a nice big stun back here. Where did... What happened there? They just flew off. They must have something similar? Alright, I need to slow that down. Burn this. Slow this down. Yeah! Our front line's just freaking retreating. There we go. Big ol' stun there. Hero down. Oh no, hero down. So we have to win this or we lose. Okay, wow, that was close.
A man steps out of the city gates, cloaked in shadow. Rainfried knows the figure all too well. This meeting is one he would have rather avoided. The Truth Weaver, Melchior the Golden, spy of the church and the master of its secret web. His presence never fails to send a shiver down the Inquisitor's spine.
I love this design, though, for this, like, dragon centipede thing.
My favorite bloodhound. I see you had to mess with the Alaric. Unfortunate, but nothing I cannot clean up.
Melchior, you could have revealed yourself sooner if you'd been here all along.
A spy does not step into the light until every piece of knowledge is gathered. In this case, I was shadowing our most trusted King Borelon. Observing his work to gather and supply the gifted. I must give him that. He has been remarkably discreet. The Enlightened Council has chosen a new house to rule Gravina.
So I'm ordered to deal with Borelon. Message received.
Okay. Throw down this. Throw down this. They need to heal. What did we lose? We lost a group of about, so we'll get them back. Close. He's gonna heal. Question. Especially because it's supply 3. We'll start building up a garrison. Okay. Right click. She needs to heal. End turn. Yeah, he's gonna have to be here for at least a couple of turns. I guess you head to here? and into here, just to keep an eye on things. Oh, have we triggered something? No, it just zoomed in randomly. Okay. I'm going to just look up side quest. First map. DLC Songs of Silence. Is anyone not interested? I mean, I can check. Wow, there's a whole guide here. Hold on. Cool. For main page. Contents. Guides? No. Oh, this is about the wiki. Fates, locations, units, cards, quests? No, that's the wrong thing. Unknown. Alright. So I'm gonna assume 170. Jesus. How you doing on healing? Alright, at least one more turn. And out here. Upgrade you. Enter. Oh! Okay. Yeah, so now you should be good to go? Yeah, now you're good to go. And I'm just gonna run you in this direction. Alright. Alright. I assume we have to attack this now. No. Oh, am I attacking this? Oh, sorry. So this now counts as mine. Interesting. $200? Yeah. Counts as mine. Might as well build it up then. Esquires. They get a taunt, which is interesting. So she might actually need, right, a couple of Esquires as taunting units. Let's take a look at these real quick. So they get to taunt, pierce, block, armor, health. All right. Interesting. Alright. Quick save. Slam into them.
As the procession nears the moat, the king's smug face appears atop the wall, throning in his fortress of silence above the priests and the inquisitor. He has been waiting for them here, yet now an air of quiet confidence clings to him. It is as if the balance of power has shifted since their last meeting, and he knows it.
So, it's true then. You've been aiding the gifted all along.
Aiding them? No, they've been aiding me in saving this kingdom.
This kingdom is beyond saving. You're sacrificing your house's last bit of decency.
I prayed, Inquisitor. I waited for the church to send aid, but they never came. Once Alaric was gone, they sent you, to make sure their grip still holds. So yes, I turned to the gifted, for my people.
Then you are a traitor to the church, and I will strip you of your right to rule these lands.
Okay. And turn. It's breached. Tap. Again, have to win. Because if he dies, we lose. Alright, so. Birds this whole group here. Burn these guys back here. Stun this guy up here. Jesus! Get him on, yeah, get them on top of the catapult. There we go. Stun these guys here. Backline decimated. Okay. We got another catapult! I did not see that. All the birds! Alright, what does that leave? Him, and I think them. So stun and light him up. Okay. Am I gonna lose? I'm gonna lose. Wow. Okay. Well, there's a loss. So that's the end of that.
For as long as the church stood
Yep,
the
load last autosave. So you may be asking, what does that mean? Well, maybe I can win with the group I have? Maybe I can't. I'm gonna pull you back. Where are they? There we go. And we're gonna take some time. So she's gonna attack first. I assume she's going to lose. Alright, birds here. Stun them. Speed things up. Pause. Birds here. Or flying units there. Ah, we killed his catapults. I consider that a win. Oh, but she did level up. That's nice. And he'll finish the job. Now, against what is left, we shouldn't have too much trouble. Stun them in the back line. And we'll get our flying cavalry on top of their cavalry. Okay. Damn. Yeah, it's just not taking damage. Can we slow him down? Oh. Stun him again. Get our cavalry on top of their cavalry. And burn their cavalry to the ground. There we go. Jesus! Why is it not taking damage? It is literally just not taking damage. Fuck. Really? What? Bug, maybe? They're not dying. And I don't understand why. So that's a loss again. So we'll go back to the last save.
For as long as the church stood, the reliquary...
Load last autosave. All of this map needs a rebalance. Alright, save. Bookmark 1. So this worked out pretty much the way it needs to, right? Unless we kill the cavalry first? Wait for the charge. Here? Stun them. Yeah, our hero's already down. Yeah, no, it's better to try to kill the catapults first. We were dealing with so much less. The fact that this is happening tells you that they need... Now, to be fair, the DLC launched relatively new to when we're actually playing it. But very much needs a rebalance, right? Because this shouldn't... On normal, this should not be happening. Protect these guys? Pause. Rat here. Birds here. Or cavalry here. Stun their cavalry. Maybe. Rat here. Where's my hero? Alright. Flying cavalry to the back. Again. Okay. Slow these guys down? What the hell? Okay. Flying cavalry to the back. There. Okay. Fast forward. Protect. Stun. Okay. Dies, that's fine. save, bookmark 2, and this is all we can do. They charge in, he uses a spell, slow down these guys, burn their hero, stun their hero. Okay, hero dead. Get all our cavalry on these archers. Oh no, that's not their hero. It was just a random unit. Okay, well, fuck me. Great. Dead. Alright, so we've got a ton of units left over. Pause. Stun him. Son of a bitch. Burn him. Cavalry on top of him. Alright. See, now he's taking damage. I think. What's left? Anytime, guys. Why is he not? Why is it not taking damage? It doesn't have a life bar. Now it has a life bar. But it's not taking damage. That's the problem. So it has to be bugged. If this is bugged, if I can't beat this in the next 45 minutes, we end the playthrough here, and I call the DLC bugged to the point of incompletability. Which means I would say, unfortunately, that means the main game, fine, the DLC wait on.
Remained.
But there's, right? That should not be happening. Unfortunately, I'll just have to call it here. But I'm going to give this... I'll try it again and again and again. Okay. He needs to die as quickly as possible, I think. Great. No, he's the hero. What is going on? Alright, burn this back line. Stun this line. Burn on top. Maybe it's because I'm leaving them for last? Great, that's down. One unit left. I have to wait, because he's going to charge in about 30 seconds. Yeah, it's not taking damage. Not taking damage. Pause. Stun. Burn. And that's all I can do. Yeah, he must have a card that gives invincibility. And unfortunately, the way it's lining up, the way it is lining up is that the card is played, the invincibility ticks down, the cooldown, like we'll say the card is played, the invincibility lasts 10 seconds, the cooldown lasts 5. Wait. Okay, yeah. So, what is happening is, at least as far as I can tell, the invincibility card is cooling how do I word this? It is cooling down so fast that that last unit, whatever that last unit is, has unlimited invincibility and cannot be killed. And that feels like a bug or an oversight or something. So let's focus on getting this cavalry dead as quick as possible. Great. Now stun the cavalry. Get everyone on top of the cavalry. Because now he's got units to choose from. Yeah, it's focusing on this unit and it's just not taking damage. Like, I can do whatever I want. There it is. Pause. Stun. Burn. He's not taking damage. What happens if we retreat? That counts as a defeat. That's fine, but is he still alive? He's still alive. Alright. Save. Overwrite. End turn. Hit it again. Fuck you, gotta siege again. Alright, now it's just him. Yep. Yeah, look. Oh, no, he took damage there. Pause. Stun. Get on top of him. Burn. Yeah, look, he's not taking damage. So I'm calling this here, there is a bug where the cooldown for invincibility is so quick, this last unit has unlimited invincibility. And there's nothing I can do about it. See, look, no damage, no damage, no damage. So we're ending this here. I'm not gonna sit here and dick around with a broken game. As much as I would love to play this, it is very clear that DLC needs a balance path, and they need to go in, at least for map 1, and fix that bug. Get rid of the invincibility for the AI. Give it anything else, or double the length of the cooldown. Something so that one unit cannot solo an entire army because it is just invincible to damage. Change it so it just reduces incoming damage. Anything. But that needs to be fixed. And unfortunately that means the DLC, the campaign, at least at time of recording, A Gift for the Faithless is unplayable. Right? Because of the way the campaign is structured, of the way the faction works, of the fact, because of that, what bug, something not working as intended, whatever the case may be, this, at time of recording, February 4th, 2026, is unplayable. And that's unfortunate, because I'm enjoying the story. I would like to see where that goes. I will file a report. Is there a way to do that? Settings, roadmap, read it here. I will see if there's some way to report a bug, and I will attempt to report that. Sorry, this playthrough is here, because, like I said, if for the last 45 minutes, it always comes down to that one unit that all of a sudden just becomes invincible and refuses to take damage. Right? So, yeah, this is not a, oh, he tried once. I tried a lot. And I'm gonna have to make a note in the recording. hey, when you break down the chapters, which I've started to do for this game, at this point, runs into game-breaking bug. Yeah. So, on to my first thoughts, I guess. So, before that, if you're watching live, understand there's a little more to this. If you're not watching live, we're done for the day. Thank you very much for joining me. Feel free to like, subscribe, and comment. Smash that bell, all that jazz. Even better, check out other videos and playthroughs I've done. That's it. Come on over and check me out when I stream live every Sunday through Friday, life permitting. Thank you very much for joining me, and until we see each other again, remember to be kind to one another. So if you're watching live, I'm going to give my first thoughts. So first thoughts, this game, base game, is worth $30, definitely. If you can pick it up on sale, if this game interests you, great, an enjoyable story. I may not agree with some of the choices they made. I find the artwork absolutely gorgeous. I enjoy the sound quite a bit. The game has some control issues, I will admit that. But that could just be me, because you have to... Left-clicking and right-clicking, it's very easy to accidentally right-click. Right? You select the unit, and then to see the unit, you have to right-click. Left-click is select, right-click is to examine, right? It's very easy to left-click and then immediately right-click, wasting movement. So you have to left-click, alright, there's the unit. Select something else to deselect the unit, and then right-click to examine wherever you're looking. So there's a bit of awkwardness with some of the control schemes. Combat is an auto-battler. You either like it or you don't. There is, like, if you're looking for a really deep strategic or really deep tactical game, there are some, but this is nothing like on the level of like your StarCraft 2s, your Stellaris's, your Age of Wonders 4. Like, there are some tactics, there is some strategy, but there's not like, oh my gosh, there's so much depth here. There's some. And again, it is only $30. So, and it is a smaller company, so we do give them some leeway. Unfortunately, truly unfortunately, when we went to play the DLC, we found a game-breaking... And I'll be honest, not a lot of crashes. It crashed twice in the 18 plus hours we played. And no major bugs. There are some game design choices I didn't agree with on some maps and overall, but nothing. It frustrates me, but doesn't break the game. Unfortunately, in the DLC, we found either it's a balance issue or a game-breaking bug or something that makes the DLC unplayable, and that is a shame. I think the base game is definitely worth the $30. If you can get the base game and the DLC on sale, then it is probably worth it to be on sale. And I'm assuming by then they will have fixed the game-breaking bug. Whatever that issue is. Could be a bug, could be a balance thing, I'm not sure. I just know on the first map of the DLC campaign, there is an issue where a single unit becomes invincible, blocking progress in the story, and you cannot progress. That is what I ran into. Other than that, the game's worth $30. Like I said, if you want to get the DLC, wait for the DLC to go on sale, or give it time for them to hopefully have patched that issue out. The base game is definitely worth the $30. The DLC, unfortunately, has something wrong with it that makes it... Honestly, the DLC should be free. I know it's a bad thing to say, but the issue is so bad, the DLC... Not the base game, the DLC needs to be free. Unless they fix it. Having said all that, those were my first thoughts. If you're watching this on the YouTube stream, feel free to leave your comments, but yeah, man, that's the way things panned out. Okay, if you're watching live, we are not done yet. What I am going to do is switch to the countdown timer. Miscellaneous? Oh! Hey, music idea. Right, no, interesting. You know what? I'll just stay on main games. We're gonna leave the game. We're just gonna stay here. And we're gonna do some sound balancing for the next game we're gonna play, which now we are starting Wednesday, which is Control Ultimate Edition. I'll look it up when I get a chance. Hold on. So that is one episode. So not published. Songs of Silence. Paste. Rename. Part 16. DLC. Finale. Game. Breaking bug. And we'll let that sit. And then here, rename First Thoughts. Which is a shame. I was enjoying that game enough that I truly did want to see the rest of the game. Alright, let's kick on my PlayStation 5. I'm gonna have to move my camera. Let me hit X. Input select, HDMI 2. Oh, yeah. Alright. Yes, Control Ultimate Edition. That's weird. Settings. Is that the monitor? Image. No. Back. It looks washed out, and I'm not sure why. Hold on. Settings, network, system, storage, screen, and video. $20 by 1080. Everything else looks fine. Close. We're not doing 1040. No, off. 60 is fine. Okay. Or maybe it's... No, it's definitely... Oh. Well... No, I guess it's the glare off the library. Alright. Games. Sorry, the window. The glare. Okay, yeah. So once in the game. So I guess it's the glare off my window. Because once we're in the game, it looks... So audio input, sorry, desktop audio. Properties, default, game capture, okay. Mute desktop. Options. I have to keep it on headphones. I could mute copyrighted music. I'm gonna be dangerous here and say no. I don't think I have a choice. If I continue.
Fair warning.
Skip.
Hello? Anyone
Alright.
here?
Okay. The voice sounds good. There's a jump. Okay, we've got music. Options. Okay, I'll go up to 95. I'll cap out the dialogue. Again, I'm immediately taking a point off because if I adjust this, like set it to 95 and then have it play 5 seconds of music at volume 95 so I can hear what that sounds like. Let me adjust it to 70 and then have it play 5 seconds of sound effects so I can hear the volume set to 70. Let me adjust the dialogue and then have it say 5 seconds of dialogue so I can hear the dialogue adjusted to 95. And if... Can I go outside? No. Okay. Options. Audio display. Always. Oh. Well, unlock flame rate. Always do performance. Motion blur film grain. Also, just the bright of the left icon is not visible, none of it is barely visible. I can't adjust the brightness. What's default? Okay. Blur off performance. Does this of the HDR UI? I don't know. Again, if you're gonna give me so I will say this. On my screen, the music. It is much brighter for me on my screen than you playing, which is interesting. Than the actual recording. Sarah Jameson. Alright. Is this gonna change? Like if I set this to game brightness max. What does that look like for you guys? That's had no... Oh, that has... I think... Oh, yeah, that has definitely brightened your screen. Yeah, much better. So that did not affect my screen. It did affect the recording and the stream. Okay. Options. So I'm going to set the HDR UI brightness to 400. (401). Okay. Oh, I hope this doesn't give me a headache. Shut the gameplay. I'll keep everything as default. Controller aim assist, stickiness, sprint mode, toggle on, toggle shield. Everything deactivated by tapping the input. Okay. Oh, interesting. So if I'm having a tough time, I can turn on immortality, and when it kills, interesting. Interface. Yeah. So why can I not adjust quit to menu, confirm, new game, this will overwrite progress.
Fair
I
warning.
might only be able to do that
This is gonna be weirder
brightness.
than usual. Can't be helped. You called me. So here I am. There's a whole...
Hello?
No.
Anyone here?
Okay, why can I not adjust? What's it called? Or how do I adjust? Or maybe I can only do that from the menu screen. Options. Can I only do it? Yeah, I can't. How do I adjust SDR brightness in control? No, it's not working. No. In the control video game? Okay. Oh, okay. Well, in order to adjust that, I need to go... Hold on. What? Oh, did I accident... hold on. Settings, system display, HDR. Display. HDR. Oh, not supported. Okay. So, my display is better than the one I had, but it does not support HDR video streaming games, apps, and more. Whatever that means. I have learned something new today. by a decade at least. Okay, so that is what we're gonna have to go with. I guess sound-wise we're good. Camera-wise,
Fair warning.
I will
This is
move the
gonna be
camera
weirder
for
than
now.
usual.
The lower
Can't be helped.
right. Let me adjust the main game camera now too. Okay. Actually, technically, considering the game we're about to play next after Control. Thank you. Right about there. Okay. Skip. Skip. So I guess... Oh. Sorry, I need to turn it back to PlayStation 5. This is what we're doing. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Let me see what it looks like on the actual output setup here. It's a little darker than I personally would like, but I don't think it's affecting gameplay too much. I think that's what we go with. Sound-wise, again, let me drop this down to 90 to be safe. We'll keep the dialogue where it is. And we'll go with this. I can always turn the background up, as I often have to do. Let me look at filters. Yeah, the game's at 1. Drop it down to 2.5. There we go. And then turn up the background to the base of my mic. They should be roughly the same. Like I said, there's... Let me check on my main headphones. Okay. Got some music. Sort of. It's very atmospheric. That's the problem. Okay. I will say this is the balance we're going. And I will set up for... Yeah, we'll start... Oh, no. Today is Wednesday. So we will start this on Friday. I understand this game is 7 years old. In my mind, it came out like 2 or 3 years ago, right? No. 7 years, man. Right? Control release date? Well, oh, no, that's... Okay. No, that's 7 years. 7 years. August 2019, man. Alright. And we'll be playing the Ultimate Edition. I will do the main game. I will do the DLC tied to Control. I will most likely not do the DLC attached to Alan Wake 2. We'll see. I will promise the main stuff. Anything else beyond that, not promising anything. If I do, I do. If I don't, again, was never part of the plan anyways. We are done for the day. Thank you very much for joining me. Oh, this is... No, that's me. We are done for the day. Thank you very much for joining me. I will set up to play Control next time. Yeah, I'll be back Friday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. 10:30 a.m. Pacific. I hope to see you then. Ooh. I will try to raid. So I usually raid Simus. So, and I will run X, and I'll be back Friday, and I hope to see you then. And until we see each other again, remember to be kind to one another. So, who's available? Fable. Gilded. Simus. Let's do Amara Storm. Who will not let me raid her. Fair enough. Right. Who else was available? I didn't see Simus. He just popped up, so we'll do Simus. I must have run an ad. Oh, okay. Twitch is breaking.